Okay, let's talk about it. If you're new here, we're the couple from Pennsylvania who sold our home and then used the profits from that to purchase a gutted home in southern Louisiana that sits along the levee to the Mississippi River. We purchased the home for $55,000 and our budget is between $110,000 and $115,000 to completely redo the house. A little backstory on the house is that this house used to be sitting on the ground. It was damaged in Hurricane Isaac back in 2012, which is when the previous owners stopped living in the home. Then in 2017, the previous owners had the home elevated and FEMA paid about $149,000 to have the property raised. The house was completely gutted down to the studs, but we were very fortunate that the bones of the house are in great shape. When they elevated the home, they did no damage to the exterior brick or anything like that, and the plumbing is still in great working condition. The biggest expense on the home was our main priority, which was the roof. We did have some termite damage in the back above the back deck. The home also required to be completely rewired, which is understandable since the home is currently in a flood. But out of everything, those were our two biggest expenses on this project. The roof cost us $16,000 and some change, and the rewiring to the house cost us $14,500. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that Steve is a contractor by trade, it's what he does for a living, he's been doing it since we were kids in high school, no, we wouldn't be able to do this on a $110,000 to $115,000 budget. But he is very handy, and the only thing we were hiring out were the mechanicals, and so we hired out the roof, the electrician, HVAC, and plumbing. Everything else is being done by us. This is not our first rodeo. We completely redid our first home, made it beautiful, and we're used to doing these things and we're good at it. We never would have took on this house if we didn't know for 100% that our budget was doable. We also found out from talking to the previous owners this week that the heating and cooling system that is in the attic did not flood like we thought it had. So we might be able to still save the HVAC unit that is up in the attic. This would save us thousands of dollars in our budget because we already accounted for having to replace them. We understand that when we show you videos of the home and how messy it is on the inside, that it looks a lot worse than what it really is. We also understand that it's hard to envision how it's going to look when it's just the studs that you guys are seeing. But believe it or not, we are only a week out to putting up the drywall as soon as this electrician is finished this week. And also, believe it or not, after everything is said and done, we will still have money left over with our budget that we do plan to put into other things into the home. It's comments like this though that make me super excited to prove the people wrong that we can do this when you're smart and know how to budget. If you guys have any other questions regarding the house or the budget, feel free to ask.